You need the right tools for the job. All right. Let's see.
Greetings, Chronicler.
Freelancer, I'm glad to see you.
You are?
Yes. Thankfully, you're brave enough to approach your opponent, whereas I have been cowardly.
Cowardly. You?
After our last encounter, I read the text I gave you on how to apologize. I realized I wasn't being objective, that I may have some issues. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?
Of course I forgive you. No use holding a grudge.
Advice I need to take. I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Only if you want to.
The thing is, I'm afraid.
You're afraid?
There was a time when freelancers made me feel safe. Dozens of warriors silencing cataclysms, keeping scars in check. But then Freemark was destroyed, and then the freelancers went to the heart of rage.
I know. I was there.
And now the scars are out of control, and the Dominion is collecting relics for who knows what. And I'm helpless, and I'm angry about that. Do you understand?
I think I do. You're angry because you feel unsafe.
Yes. The world is more dangerous than ever, and the freelancers are gone.
You know, I'm not alone out there. Our numbers are growing.
What if that's not enough?
There are sentinels, engineers, arcanists, not to mention bakers, doctors, custodians. People will help where they can.
I just want things to be like they were. Do you think that's possible?
More than possible. You'll be safe again. I promise.
I won't hold you to that, but thank you. Good day, freelancer.
Hi again.
Freelancer. Fancy meeting you here.
Were you trying to make a joke, Bryn?
I'm attempting something new. I don't think I enjoyed it. I should tell you, I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself on missions.
Freelancers. We get the job done.
Sometimes, from what I've heard.
And you believe everything you hear?
You do seem shockingly reliable.
Shockingly.
Oh, pleasantly. Surprisingly?
Has anyone ever told you that you're not great with people, Bryn?
Oh, constantly.
How do you even have an opinion of freelancers if I'm the first one you've worked with?
From radio shows and other Sentinels. Have you ever considered Sentinel life?
A long time ago. Before joining the freelancers.
And
I was figuring things out. I also thought about breeding grabbits for a while.
I've always known what I wanted to do. Oh, rules and regs keep the world in order. A place for everything.
Sounds like you've used that line before.
My mother's favorite. She was a Sentinel too, and she also loved rules.
Isn't working with freelancers without permission breaking those rules?
If the Sentinels don't adapt, the fort won't be around much longer to protect.
And isn't that adapting just breaking the rules with purpose?
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I'll see you around.
Potentially. Freelancer, I have an idea.
Hello to you too, Bryn.
Sorry. Hello. Anyhow, listen, I think our Freelancer Sentinel collaboration needs to expand systematically. To that end, would you care to help our patrols? We can always use reliable backup.
The Sentinels won't mind sharing the glory.
If enough people are shooting at them when you arrive, it should be fine.
I call slip.
Hello, Berndal. How's the fort maintenance game?
It's challenging. People continue to ignore glaring safety issues. It's only a matter of time until someone is seriously injured.
Come on. Is it really that bad?
We have a cable problem. There are electrical cords and ropes strewn about all over the fort. This is a serious tripping hazard.
Really?
A mechanic tripped in the forge area yesterday and broke her thumb. That accident was 100% preventable.
Really? How are you gonna stop people from tripping?
I will implement a bylaw that requires people to properly bundle or store all loose rope and cable.
You want to make loose cords illegal.
Yes. And standing water.
Standing water? You mean puddles?
Standing water is a breeding ground for insects and should be cleared within a reasonable time after a rainfall. Puddles not only get your feet wet, they're another tripping hazard.
How will you bring in the bylaw?
I have a petition I expect you to sign.
Sure. I'll help make the fort a safer place.
Thank you, freelancer. This fort needs a good safety policy, and people like you will help make that happen.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping the bylaw will help people appreciate the dangers of loose cable and standing water.
Me too, Berndal.
They will, eventually. Did you know we're refurbishing the fountain?
That must be difficult.
It is. I'm very busy. That's why I need to cut this short. Goodbye.
Look who's back. You between cataclysms or something?
Gotta pace myself. If I silence them all at once, I'll be out of a job. Tell me something. How hard is it to get Fortuo brew out here?
That's the wrong question. What you want to ask is, what's it cost and when would it get here? You know how far it is to Fortuo?
Off the top of my head, no.
Damn far. By Strider takes 2 months to make the trip. Longer if there's trouble. And there's always trouble.
Okay, so what would it cost?
You want to do some business? All right then. I need to send a couple of messages off the record. Your cipher helps me out. I get your brew.
Done. I don't think Faye will mind. Especially since it's for Yarrow.
The trick is not to buy from Fortuo. Just find someone who already imported it. Chasing down collectors and private reserves is like herding rabbits. But I'll get it.
How's the bar treating you?
Still around and kicking, so can't be that bad. Keep your head out there, freelancer.
Sev.
Hey, freelancer, what brings you here?
Do I need a reason to check in on a friend?
I didn't realize that you thought me that way. I mean, we can be. I'm definitely in short supply.
Why is that?
I'd say it's part of being an intelligence agent, but I think it's more that I'm a bit of a jerk.
Jerk is a step too far.
Really? My husband thinks it's a step too short.
You're married?
Technically. We haven't spoken or seen each other since I was reassigned.
Why were you sent to Fort Tarsus?
I probably shouldn't talk about it, but what the hell. Knox, my husband is a sentinel. We sometimes work together in Anthem. I got a lead on a potential Scareye attack on the city. My superiors told me to sit on it.
Bet you didn't.
You know me so well. I told Knox the mission was sanctioned.
Oh.
Yeah. We ambushed the Scareye, saved many lives, but also disobeyed a direct order. Knox was displeased.
He'll come around. Lying was bad, but ultimately you made the right call.
Which is the only reason we weren't fired, but also part of the problem. I knew I was right, and that was more important than my orders, and Knox. This wasn't the first time I'd smudged the truth to get my way. He chose to stay behind in Anthem.
I'm sorry, Sev.
Me too, freelancer. Me too.
My philosophy is pretty simple.
Ah, freelancer. Come, we should talk.
You sure?
Yes, it's all right.
You wanted some time with your thoughts?
Yes. I hold on to the past with both arms. Hard to let go. Truth? I'm still holding, but maybe one arm now.
You know, I think that's okay.
So much has changed around here, for the better. That was you.
With a lot of help. Stronger together.
Of course, lots of help. Even still, I hear many stories about you.
There's been a lot going on.
Yes. You caught that imposter, that thieving coward, Diggs. And what can be said about the Heart of Rage, the Dominion, the Monitor?
We can say they're gone. Let's leave it at that.
What you did, an immortal act of bravery for Fort Tarsus.
It's my home.
Our home. You fulfilled a contract to us, kept your promise made years ago. That is what I treasure most. So young, and yet you show me the future. You said you remember when things go right. The wins.
And I remember you telling me there's always two sides.
I spoke true. People may turn away, but you hold firm. They will find their way back. You hold firm to your beliefs, even when everything in this world fights you.
That's what freelancers do.
Aha. You see? You show me the future of freelancers. They will look for the good and believe they will find it. They will inspire hope, sometimes a risky thing.
That's a risk worth taking. Plus, it makes a hell of a story.
Then a question for you. Honest now. You hear me?
I hear you.
When it's time, who will write my story?
I would be honored if you'll let me.
I wouldn't want it to be anyone else, my friend. But enough of this. I'm not dying today. Go, leave me to my work.
I know there weren't this many people in Fort Tarsis when we left.
Well, look who's come around. Looking sharp, big star.
Right. Feeling better?
Yes, indeed. Flying high.
What have you been up to?
Freelancing. Always freelancing. And some shady business.
Shady business?
Oh, yeah. A sorry tale of woe, my glamorous friend. You want to hear it?
I'm all ears.
See? This is why I like you. You understand that when adventure comes knocking, you open the damn door.
It's chapter 1 of the Freelancer Handbook.
There's sexy danger, sexy bad choices, probably more sexy danger.
Tell me what happened.
I found myself in a game of chance with some dubious regulator types. Not the good kind. These were real knee breakers. In hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea.
How did you end up there?
They asked. Who knows? What did I have to lose?
A boring afternoon?
Nothing wrong with diving in, right? Sexy danger. Anyway, this game, I kind of bet my javelin suit.
You did what?
I was confident I had the winning hand.
Let me guess. Sexy bad choice?
Affirmative. Turns out my cards were crap. Yeah, ouch. Things got pretty ugly.
So you lost your suit?
Not yet. They gave me a deadline to deliver it. So I was sitting here, trying to figure out what I should do.
See if they want to do a trade. Instead of your suit, they might take something else.
I don't know. Maybe.
They're smugglers. They'll bargain for sure.
Yeah, you're right. I'm out there running across all kinds of valuable stuff. It has to be something they want.
They'll get it. They're interested in profits. That's what you're offering.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, how are things here?
We got freelancers going in and out, work getting done. I got reports and charts flying all over. Never dull. How about you? You holding up?
I'm out there doing what I love. That's what matters.
No argument there. Good attitude, clear head. They get you through, right?
You'd know, if anyone's got a good attitude.
Hey, I'm as human as anyone. We've all had that job that should have been different.
What's yours?
Truth time. All right, that's fair. The Heart of Rage mission, a few years back. I was supposed to go too. I did something stupid, got injured before heading out. Someone took my place. They lost the cipher. Maybe their life. That doesn't compare to you, but...
You felt guilty?
Yeah. Everyone else called me lucky.
It wasn't your fault.
I know that now. But hey, I appreciate it. We have to support each other on both sides of the wall. Okay, enough of my sob story. It's a new day, right? Let's get back to it.
Sounds good. I'll see you later, Jack.
You got it.
Hello again, Merelda. Still people watching?
There you are. I was starting to think you'd miss lunch.
I didn't know we had plans.
All that time in Freemark, you haven't had a home-cooked meal in years. The Serrana I knew never turned down grilled gazik.
Serana?
The name I gave you the day I brought you into this world. No wonder I never heard from you. The Anthem must have set a few screws loose.
Honestly, I'm a little worried about you, ma'am. Are you feeling okay?
Of course I am. And Ma'am? What happened to Mum?
Well, it's just that...
It wasn't easy, Serana. Everyone told me you were dead. But deep down, I knew if you loved someone enough, the Anthem of creation would make it right. Somehow it would bring my daughter back to me. If it hadn't, I couldn't live without my girl.
I think you're confused. I'm not your daughter. I'm sorry.
You have your father's sense of humor. All his pranks drove me nuts.
This isn't a prank. You're mistaking me for Serana.
Don't get smart. I waited years for you to come back. And if you hadn't, I can't live on hope anymore. No point in going on. If it isn't you, I'd rather be dead.
You have to accept that Serana is never coming back. Freemark was 10 years ago. If you haven't heard from her since...
But...
I'm sorry for your loss. I really am.
I don't know. Dead? It can't be. You're a liar.
I'm afraid not. I'm so sorry.
She's... all I had. My girl. Please, leave. I need to be alone.
Of course. I'll let you be.
Just because things are looking up for you, and you have a new strider, and all I have is my shoes and this place where I'm standing. Makes me feel like I should work hard.
Hey, pal. It's really good to see you.
Hey, Neeson.
I'm glad you bumped into me because I want to give you a heads up on Sentinel Bryn.
What about her?
Okay, so she's got a thing about scars.
What about them?
Well, she's always going on about how we have to be careful because they're a threat and dangerous and scars this and scars that.
She's right. Scars are a constant danger.
Sure, but she's fixated on them. Every time I bring up scars, she goes on a rant about what a murderous plague they are.
Maybe she's got a reason to feel the way she does.
I'm sure she does, but maybe it's time to let it go and start realizing that scars are people too.
But scars aren't people.
I know that. It's just an expression.
Actually, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking we should just agree to disagree on this one. Hey, do you want to tag along while I run some errands?
I'd rather not.
Then maybe I could tag along with you.
Rather you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. We should be getting back to work. See you later, Lancer.
I'm pretty sure there's something going on there.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
This? Listen.
Perhaps you could reconsider the teaching position. I just want you to be safe, Ducky.
My father died in a storm. Mother thinks I'll end up the same. She hates what I do. I dread her messages. They're always the same. Tears, pleading.
She cares about you. I don't think she can stop worrying.
I just don't want to hurt her. I want her to be happy because I'm happy. That's never gonna happen, is it?
Would teaching really be so bad?
I'm not sure. I'd be decent at it. People say I'm good at explaining things, and shaping young minds does have its appeal. But how could I leave all this? You're a Lancer. Something must drive you to risk yourself out there day after day, same as me.
What I do is important, and worth the risk.
Then you understand what it's like to commit yourself to something you really believe in. I'm afraid I'll regret leaving. Or miss out on some great discovery.
Are you gonna let fear drive your decisions?
Fear? But I face death all the time.
There's more than one kind of courage.
You're saying fieldwork is the safe choice?
It's the one you know.
That's completely backward and sensible. Maybe what requires more courage right now is being there for my mother. I have a lot to think about, and I should see if that teaching position's still open. Check with me soon.
Since you're in the area, I might have something else for you. Just got a call about a freelancer in a bad situation. Let's get over there.
Okay, on my way. see a freelancer here. They didn't make it.
Ah, sad day. Stay there while the Cypher searches the link. Contracted to back up other freelancers. Oh, should be easy to find something that will honor this contract. Scars are causing problems for a freelancer where you are. See what you can do.
Understood. Let's see what I can do.
See if you can locate that freelancer.
I'll see what I can find.
Oh, we're too late. Gather the link. To destroy the Scar munitions. Finish the contract of our fallen friend.
Understood.
work. Soon you finish. Are no more. Now, destroy the remaining scars.
Got it. Finished off all the scars.
Haha, you did it. Finished. Ah, yes, good job. Something else has come up, though. This is bad. We've got a rampaging animal around there. Look for it. Stop it.
Heading over there.
Search around.
I'll take care of it. Not getting a direction from the remains. Look at this. Does this work?
That's it. We have a direction. There it is. We can't let it escape to cause more havoc. Finish this.
Okay. No idea how it's still alive. I'm trying to focus on weak areas.
Another Ursix has arrived. Keep moving. Don't get caught.
Hey, welcome back to Uncle Bonnie's.
Hi, Serna.
We've got some new stock you might like, but maybe you'll be more interested in my Teslar adventure.
Okay, I'm interested. What happened with the Teslar?
Okay, you know how Teslars are super cute but can electrocute you, right?
Okay.
Alright, so I got a couple of freelancers to capture a baby Teslar for me.
How did you make that happen?
They owed my Uncle Bonnie a favor, but that's not the point. By the time I opened the cage door, it was dead. It was so sad and sweet, I had to give it a goodbye hug. But it was actually only sleeping because it yawned, opened one eye, then zapped me.
Wow. What did that feel like?
Kind of like a static shock, times a billion.
Are you okay?
Sure. I mean, I still get the tingles, but my vision is clearing up, so it's all good. You know, you kind of remind me of a Teslar.
I do?
Yeah, I think it's the way you walk. Hey, maybe check out our fancy compounds before you go.
Sure.
You know it's okay to drop in whenever you like, right? You know, for crafting stuff or whatever.